page here. Today is Tuesday, July 18th, 2023, and I wanted to hop on here and share a little feedback with you on some Temu crochet hooks that I recently received. Let me start off. The crochet hooks that I ordered from Temu are these ones with the pink handles. It was a set of, I can't remember how many were in the set, and the price was very reasonable. Cute as ever. The sizes are 2.5 millimeters up to 6 millimeters. And I just wanted to, I like them. They're comfortable, they're smooth, there's no drag. You know, the metal part is smooth. But I want to give everybody a heads up. I also got this nice little bag, pouch on Temu. I think it was less than $2. Yeah. These other hooks, most of them are Clover Amour, which I've recently discovered and love dearly. And I will show you a little experience I had with the let's see, 5.0 Temu hook, working with this yarn. It's a 3-weight or sport weight. What's the number on here? Does it say? This is a Hobby Lobby yarn. Yeah. The 3-weight. See if I can show you an example. I was working on this project with my 5 millimeter hook, and my 5 millimeter hook was snagging the yarn. It happened about 5 or 6 times before I decided to investigate. I can't really find any of them because I frogged them and started over. So let me find my 5 millimeter. That's the 6. Here it is. Okay. Now hopefully you can see this. So on these hooks from Temu, all of them, the seam for this plastic handle is right along the side of the hook here. I don't know if you can see that seam right there. And it looks like only the 5 millimeter has a little snag in the plastic. Can you see that there? Get a little needle to point. See that little snag in the plastic? That was catching my yarn and snagging it. This particular yarn. That may not happen with like Red Heart Super Saver, but this is kind of a looser twist. This yarn that I was working with. So I examined all the other hooks, and I don't see any. What do they call those? There's a name for these. Anyway, it's a little snag in the plastic. I plan on taking a nail file and filing that off. It doesn't seem like much, but it was just enough to snag my yarn. A little piece of plastic right there. So, wish I had a nail file here and I could do it on camera. But I'll post a part 2 and let you guys know if that worked. Like here, I just picked up one of the other ones. You can see the seam is right, all the seams seem to be right along the side of the hook, and I don't see any other snags on any of the other hooks. The Clover Amour, so this is a hard plastic. They're still comfortable to hold. The Clover Amour, which are these ones with the silver metal, this is not a Clover Amour. These ones are. Let me show you how they compare. Where the transition is between the handle and the metal. See how, I mean, then this is rubber. So I love these. The rubber does get a little like gloopy with fuzz and just stuff. So I do need to stop now and then and clean them, and then I'll put a little bit of cornstarch on here to make them smooth again. But they do kind of collect, you know, skin oils and fuzz from the yarn, and yeah, that's somewhat annoying, but I do love these. The metal is just so smooth and lovely. Is this my 5mm? Oh, a little thing. So it's stamped on here, but then I later discovered that it's also I don't know, what do you call that, engraved, the hook size. It's like an indentation there, which is nice. I was afraid this would wear off, and then what would I do? So I took a picture of my whole set, and I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to have to look at the pattern of the flowers because they're all just slightly different. Looking through the camera lens here so I stay in frame. Makes me look a little clumsy. But yeah, it is, I don't know if you call that, can you see that there? It's hard to see, but it is there. 5.0 right there. 4.5. So that's nice. But yeah, they're nice. I like them. And this little pouch, my concern was when you zip it, there's a gap here that if this were to tumble upside down in a project bag or something, the hooks might fall through. But I think what I might do to remedy that is kind of stitch this gusset closed on each side, and you know, that'll prevent me from like really opening it wide, but I think it'll be all right. And then with that gusset closed, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, that's the only bummer about this particular, but I like that it's clear. I can see what's in there. Yeah. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. This hook is from, I believe, Amazon. I needed a 4.0. Which I didn't have. I like boy hooks. That's what I've used the 50 plus years that I've been crocheting. But hearing the rave reviews about Clover Amour, I wanted to try them. However, previous to ordering my Clover Amour hooks, and I have one more somewhere, so I was making a Christmas gift with True Boo, and it's a wearable for one of my daughters. And I did a gauge swatch because she lives out of state So I wanted to make sure that my gauge was correct so that I could just go by the size on the pattern, the written pattern. And so I did a gauge swatch, and the boy does not make a 4.0 hook, believe it or not. It goes from 3.75 to 4.25. And I did a gauge swatch with the 4.25. It came out too big. I did a gauge swatch with the 3.75. It came out too small. So, and the pattern recommended a 4.0. So I went ahead and ordered this. This was about $5 or so on Amazon, and was able to get going with the project. And then I watched a hook review on Le Petite Saint Crochet. I love her channel. I will link her channel down below, but her absolute top favorite hooks are the Clover Amour hooks. So I ordered the 4 sizes I use mostly are 4.0, 4.5, 5.0, and 5.5. So that's like a GH, wait a minute. F, G, H, and I are the sizes that I mostly crochet with. Yeah. I rarely crochet with a J unless I'm crocheting with blanket yarn. Then I'll use a J or a K depending on what I'm making. Occasionally I'll use an E if I'm crocheting with embroidery floss. Usually I'll crochet with 6 strands of embroidery floss when I crochet with that. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble. I apologize. So yeah, I am going to file that little snag off and see if it helps, and I will post a part 2 after I do that. I need to find my nail file. So thank you for watching, and my next video will be part 2. All right, take care. Bye-bye.